Willie D Live.
But you know, I remember I was doing one interview and this girl was interviewing me and she was like, yeah, I just interviewed Nas. And I asked him, how did he feel about your song right there? And he said it was fluff pop. And I was just like, and I remember I used to come home from school and go in the bathroom and sing Nas songs in the bathroom. And so I just was like, dang, like, okay, but the way I look at that is we writing our own books of life. In Nas' book of life, that's the character he portrayed me as. That don't mean it's true. And it's nothing against Nas. I still appreciate Nas and think he's one of the best. But if right there is fluff pop, then what do we call Oochie Wally Wally? Like, let's think about it.
Right.
Because right there is just about me talking about a sexy woman that's bad, fixed up, and I want to get with her. Oochie Wally Wally is talking about the same kind of thing, but just in New York slang. You know what I'm saying? And it was also, and I'm just touching on how when I got in this game, some of the peers who was already in it just kind of was a little slight when I felt like with the mind that Nas got, and I'm not taking nothing away from Nas, but the mind that he got, I felt like if I seen Nas, I expect to get some wisdom. You know what I mean? Because the way he's like one of them know thyself type of brothers, right? With the way he speak. And so, but I still appreciate Nas. And another situation was, I used to really like Mobb Deep. Like I used to come home from school singing Mobb Deep in the mirror, like, and I remember somebody called me from St. Louis because they went to their show. Mobb Deep had a show in St. Louis, and they were like, "Yeah, man, Havoc just said something about you on stage, like diss me." And they was like, "What you want us to do?" Because this is some of my homeboys I know, older than me, and it's a lot of them there. I was like, man, I ain't worried about that. He's just talking. You know what I'm saying? And but it makes the kid in you who was actually inspired by these people like, damn. Because I know in my mind, when it come to Havoc or Nas, and I watched their grinds too. I watched them. I came out and just, they didn't. They had the journey and work to get to that higher success. When I came out, the higher success I went there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. You literally hit the jackpot as the name of your album. You know, because you came out with the single that right there first, and then you
it was
you
up.
Followed up with that jackpot,
like,
and it was over.
Like I tell people, like literally, and I'm gonna touch on that a little bit. I started working on that project, making the demo, 2002 September. October. By December 14th, I had my record deal with Disturbing the Peace, Capitol Records. Next year in 2003, right there was #1 in the country. I shot the video to Right There in March of 2003. Went on promo tour after that. Jackpot dropped July 15th. It was #1 in the country, and I just was on the road, but I promoted that like crazy. I stayed on the road promoting that album, like to get it where it's at, each single. Right There, Holiday Inn, One Call Away. I was on the road putting in that work. A lot of artists think they could just drop them records, sit back. It ain't about sitting back when you dropping records. It's about getting on that road and letting the people know what's out there.